it's Wave, and this is my first voiceover for 2025, and it's gonna be my bullet journal, which is Hadestown. I'm not really comfortable doing this, but at the same time, I'm trying to break out my uncomfortableness. So, 2025, I really want to go out of my comfort zone and really give it my all. So, here it is. I wanted to do Hadestown because I think I discovered the play like a year or two ago, and I listened to some of the songs and then watched the play, and I was so drawn by it that I definitely wanted to do a spread dedicated to it. But I didn't do it last year because I wasn't sure how I was gonna like bullet journaling on a dotted notebook. So now that I've done it, I actually feel comfortable doing it and actually being more artsy than usual. I got some new things like dotted markers, which they are a complete game changer, and glue roll tape, which you would see in the video, just make my life easier to be more adventurous, but also have a little fun and be aesthetic, which I'm not really that artsy in a sense. So yeah, I definitely wanted to quote the song Our Lady of the Underground. It's such a catchy song, and you get to see me use the dotted markers for the first time on my bullet journal, which I will do a year review on the moleskin because it's actually my first one I ever got to use. So yeah, let me know down below if you are a Hadestown fan. Sorry if you can hear noise from the background. We're actually getting new neighbors, so the construction workers come and go, and I thought they were gonna be gone for sure, and then they just come back. So yeah, we're just gonna have to roll with it. For my spread, I noticed that, well, what I discovered from last year was that I need to have my functional spreads, but also color code as well. So if you see the days I put them in Spanish because I'm trying to learn Spanish, which has been a complete nightmare. And I just wanted to start with the year being functional, but also to see how do I like the spreads or not. I know what spreads work for me the most than others, which I'll do a dedicated video all about my mistakes, so you can learn from me if you're interested or not. Oh yeah, what is your guys' favorite song from Hadestown? I'm torn between Our Lady of the Underground, How Long, Chant, Promises, All Ever Known, which is quite a lot. They're just so unique, but it's just so, I want to say soulful, but yeah. I also wanted to point out that I actually started stamping some quotes in the spreads earlier before I started shooting, just to make it much more easier on me, because I noticed that it takes me a while longer, and my camera is starting to show its age, because throughout the years of doing YouTube, it's starting to wear down more and more, and it's like 7 years old I think at this point, and it was refurbished, so I got a lot of uses out of it. Yeah, so here's me drawing the iconic flower, which was so difficult to even sketch out because I was referencing from Pinterest, but also I actually sketched it out, like, was it the mid-year of 2023, I think? That way I was just ahead of the game, because once November and Christmas began, it was game over for me. So yeah, I'm actually quite surprised how well it turned out, and I just feel so giddy, and I always smile every time I see this spread, especially the flower, because I didn't think I was gonna like do it justice, but it worked out. For my positive spread, I actually didn't put positives on it for living up top, because I just knew off the bat that living up top, this man was bubbly and all that. I did skip out on the habit trackers because I was gonna do a year spread of it, because I didn't feel like writing it out each and every single time. I just like doing the whole year dedicated to certain things like YouTube, reading, workout trackers. So yeah, I do have that done, but I'm not gonna show it because I just didn't feel like it. And here's me drawing the vines. This one I was really uncomfortable doing, because at first I was trying to draw Persephone and it kept going wrong every single time. So I was like, let me just put the vines, put some grapes on it, and put the jog from the song, and just call it a day. And I like the dotted markers because it gave me the perfect grape shapes that I wanted, which you'll see that I actually changed it to that versus what I originally did. Yeah, and then on the right, Orpheus, that's his name. Orpheus guitar on the right, which is supposed to be a lyre. So I wanted to do a brain dump spread. That way I can keep track of like everything that comes and goes in my life. Because what I've been noticing is that I have something set up for the month, and then throughout the week something comes up and I have to jot it down, but then it turns out I don't have enough spaces on my predetermined spreads that I made. So it was very frustrating for 2023 when that kept happening over and over. So I was like, okay, let me have it all on one page and then reference back and forth. That way I don't repeat myself constantly for each single day, but also if anything comes up, put it on there. If any appointments get canceled, put it there. Just make my life so much easier. So I give myself a good amount of room for it. Originally I was gonna color code it for the brain dump, but then I got so into drawing that I didn't do it. So you'll see that it'll be yellow dots. But overall, despite how it not being what I imagined this whole thing, I'm still really proud of it, because I'm actually experimenting and decide, if I make a mistake, it's okay, we all do it, and just learn from it. Because I read this quote that said that you only learn unless you do it, something like that. In 2023, I wasn't experimenting. The last 3 months of the year, I have been. So yeah, and also I've been getting rid of some markers like you see right here, just to get rid of it, but also use them up because I don't want to be wasteful, and also see how does it do well with the quality of paper. I'm not really familiar about the GMs paper and all that, because I only started bullet journaling like 3 years ago. And if you see how I first started to what I have now is completely different. And also every year I'm learning something about myself, and also how each year is like a different season in a sense. So this is my bullet journal setup for January 2025. I hope you guys are doing well and all that. And let me know if you're doing bullet journaling or just experimenting with anything. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.